come as her husband is. All right, because what? When they come together, they are both one flesh. They become one flesh. And you ever see an older couple, man? Hey, matter of fact, in Malcolm X, you know, when him and his woman was arguing or whatever, he raised his voice. He said, "Don't you raise your voice in my house." She humbled down, you know, in hers. Shit, you can't get you. They ain't got that. Well, like I said, it ain't even no arguing going on right now because Jake is not in the household. It's just full of women. You know, like my son said, man, these households now, man, is full of fucking women, bro, and raising young men to be what? Women. They all fucking emotional, man. These little niggas. I remember a video a while back that one of the brothers had put up, man. The little niggas running around with pants sagging and they holding all these guns and shit. And these little niggas are monsters, man. The scriptures say that who giving birth to monsters. That's exactly what this society and hey, you could know who you can thank for that. You can thank your father, the devil, man, Esau. Because when you learn men, we can trace it all the way back to this devil, man. Okay. Now you got something else?
Yeah, this is Corinthians chapter 1, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
It says, no, it's like First Corinthians 11, chapter 8. Oh, it's not, I'm messing it all up. This is First Corinthians chapter 11, verse 8. It says, "For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man." All right. So we already established that the woman was created for the man to give him comfort. Mm-hmm. It says, "For this cause ought the woman to have power." It says, "For this cause ought the woman to have power over her head because of the angels. Nevertheless, neither is it the man without the woman, neither was the woman without the man in the Lord." It says, "For as the woman is of man," it says, "even so is the man also of the woman." It says, "But all things of God." See, so basically they're one in another, man. All right. You have to they're both to make a whole. Okay, it says, "For as the woman is of the man, even as the man also by the woman, but all is God." It says, "Judge in yourself, it is comely that the woman pray unto God, unto Yahweh uncovered. Doth not even nature itself teach you that a man should have long hair? It is not shame unto you." It says, but if a woman have long hair, it is her glory to her. It says, "For her hair is given her for a covering." Mm-hmm. It says, "But if any man seem to be contentious, we have no such custom." It says, "Neither the church of Yahweh." It says, "Now in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not that ye come together not for better, but for worse. For it says, for first of all, when ye come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you, and I partly believe it." It says, "For there must also be heresies." Hold on, let me skip. Let me go to the next chapter. All right, let me go on here. Go to the next scripture I want. It's also in Corinthians. All right, it was the third chapter. I should have just went up. Should have went to third chapter. I mean, to the third verse. I'm gonna start from the top. It says, "Be ye followers of me, even as," this is 1 Corinthians 11:1. It says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I am of Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, that keep the ordinance as I deliver them unto you." All right, so there's an ordinance. It says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach," which is Yahweh Shai. It says, "And in the head of every woman is man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh." See, so all right, man. So we already understand the order is what? Yahweh the Father, then trickling on down to who? Yahweh Shai. All right, which is the Son, then trickles on down to man, all right, mortal men, and then trickles on down to what? The women. All right, and the women has the children to take care of. Okay, so we already understand the man's role and the woman's role. Mm-hmm. Okay, now the women's role is to what, man? Let me go ahead and get that. That is going to be in the Apocrypha. It's going to be Sirach, the 25th chapter. Okay. 25. And I guess I can read this. I mean, it's really talking about a wicked woman, but I guess you can just take what not to do out of this.
Right.
I'm going to start. I'm gonna just read 25 and 25 just to get to the point. I'm gonna.
Well, I can read it. You're still looking.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is Sirach 20. This is Sirach 36 and 22. 36 and 22. He said, "The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better." Okay, so that even if that beauty is, man, not even the beauty of her, because the scriptures actually say, follow not a woman after her beauty.
That's the way. That's what I got.
Also, huh?
Yeah, that's in there. Yeah,
that's beautiful. Okay, because what's also beautiful, man, because we don't really go off looks, man, because a woman's spirit can be so humbling and so beautiful that you would just desire to be with that woman, man, because matter of fact, it's gonna get to that. Okay, he said the beauty of a woman, cheerful cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Verse 23. If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself.
See, a help.
A pillar of rest.
Pillar of rest.
Okay?
Kind, exactly.
So see, and back in the day, Esau figured this out, man, because when Martin Luther King was doing their marching and all of their little when they was doing all of the gatherings and stuff like that, they had to find out, like, man, how are they doing this? And it was the strong black families that was doing it. It was the woman. The woman would cook, and the men would meet all up, man. They would have these meetings, and they would say, hey, we're going to rally here. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. So what did Esau do, man? He broke up the black. He found out a way right then and there. He said, look here, man, we're going to break that family up, and we're going to put a government funding a program together, and we're going to take that man out of the household. If you watch this movie called James Earl Jones played and Diane Carroll, I think it was called Carla. I forgot the name of it, man. My mother, I watched it when I was a shorty, man. And this dude, James Earl Jones, had got a job, man. He was struggling, and Diane Carroll had kids. And when he used to come over there, man, and then the social workers used to come over there, they used to have to hide all of their good things, because there's certain things that you couldn't have when the social workers came over, man. It was a damn good movie, man. I think it's Carla or something like that. It was Cleo or something like that. It was named after the woman's name of the movie. But it was a good movie, man, and it showed how Esau infiltrated and put the welfare system in play, man, in the late 60s, man. Okay? All right, son, go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 25. I'm going to start from 21. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. It says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A woman, it says, a wicked woman abateth the courage, says, making a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, making weak hands and feeble knees. So what, man? Basically, bitching. I mean, I can't really think of another word. Basically complaining. Always arguing, loud-mouth woman. No man wants to hear that, man. You're supposed to be there for what? You're supposed to make strong the knees and strong the hands. You're supposed to, hey, didn't you say Shamaria's mom, sometimes she'll just be comforting you, and you'll feel like you could take on the world after that?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because it's actually and see, it's all biology, man, because we made out of chemicals, man, and that's why Esau does. Hey, man, he does a diligent search, man. This dude plays. He could play like the brother who did the video on the music. The music has a common effect. Okay, that same vibration, man. What are people saying now? I only want good vibes. Good. Well, how you gonna get good vibes if you bitching and complaining about it all the time? You know, that's why, like even like me and my son live here with my daughter. Things happen. You know, we have ups and downs, man, but it always smooths out. And then I was telling my daughter, I said, well, you know, when your brother move and I'm not coming over here as much, you know, a lot of it you gonna really catch hell, you know, because basically the hedge around her right now is because of her brother, because of me and my son, you know, because we men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But when the men of the Lord are not around, man, you know, people just be wanting to be around us, man. So your woman is gonna be a vibration. She's supposed to be that vibration of you. You know what I'm saying? I just read that. You know, she's supposed to be a counterpart of you, and you study feed into her spirit good vibes. Okay, but she's only giving you negative vibes. And the reason why I brought up the thing about the music is because when they play hard metal rock music, the fucking Snowflake made an angry ass pattern. Okay, but then when they play soft classical music, it made a beautiful pattern. Okay, it's the same thing, man. The whole world works off vibrations, man. So man, you can't vibe with this woman, man. You know, you can't vibe with a woman that's unlearned, man. That's not this rebellious, man. You know. Go ahead, son.
Yep. It says of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Mm-hmm.
It says give the water. Give the water no passage.
Mm-hmm.
It says neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Okay.
It says if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. You know. So basically, man, if she doesn't basically do what you say, go ahead, just stop dealing with her. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, just down here, stop dealing with her, and for you men out there, man, because there's a lot of women that say, well, my man treats me like this. You tell me I have to just deal with it. I have to deal with it. Well, to say that, man, to basically for those types of situations, all I gotta say is pray to the Lord and He'll deliver you from out there. Yeah. You know, if your faith is strong enough in the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He's gonna deliver you from that situation. Yeah. All right, and for you men out there, if you don't stop doing that to your women, then Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna kill you. All right, He's gonna kill you and give your woman to a righteous man. It happened many a times in the scriptures. Okay. And when I say the things that you're doing to your woman, one of them is what can I say? Hey, the scripture talks about selling her. Hey, let me get that. It's in Deuteronomy. Mm-hmm. How to treat your woman, because there's no specific law, because a man can really do anything he wants to his woman, but there's certain things that you can't, you know, like as one is selling her. Hold on, let me get it.
Okay, I got something.
Go ahead. While I'm looking for this.
7:4. He said because this is 1 Corinthians 7:14. No, Slakia. This is 1 Corinthians 7:13. He said, and the woman which hath a husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife. Like my son just said, man, if she's if you in that situation, if a woman is in that situation, man, you're supposed to, and like I said, you know, your woman is gonna believe how you believe. If she's around you enough, she's gonna hear it, like my daughter. My daughter is she wicked as all hell, but certain things she say, I know that she has been listening to us. You know, we have Bible study here. She used to lock herself in the room and she hears stuff. She mimics what we do. Mm-hmm. I looked at her one time and she gets packages here. She got the beads. We like, why you buy that? You know, the brother sell those. Why you order them? Oh, he didn't make. I didn't know. But she knew. But it's just like the things that we do. People pick up on it, man. You know, she I went I took her to go get a car today, and when we pulled on the lot, she was like, "Daddy, I don't know how I knew that was the car." I said, "It was the spirit." You know, and she don't understand these little things, but I study, break it down to her. And when you put this type of stuff in people's spirit, in a woman's spirit, believe me, man, you may think it's not working, but it does. You know, but you got to also realize that Satan's always dealing with them too. So you women out there, say this now, you know, now that you know that, you know, you have power through Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. With you without a husband, you could pray and ask for. There was righteous women in the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to have that name and pray even more than we do, because Satan does use you, man. He read the scriptures, man. Through women, we all died, man. Through Eve, we all died. All right, so you have to pray extra hard, man. You know, and if your husband is not doing what you want him to do, hey, man, pray, man. Sarah prayed. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that. I'm going to finish this up. He said, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else where were children unclean, but now are they holy. All right? But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage in such cases, but the power hath called us to peace. Right, so if they don't believe, man, they just gonna be that fucking unruly. Hey, man, it's good riddance, man. Let them rock, let them walk. All right, you got some more?
Yeah, this is Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 13. It says, if any man take a wife and go unto her and hate her, it says, and give her occasion of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I take this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid. It says, then shall the father of the damsel and the mother take and bring forth the token of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gates, and the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hateth her, and lo, he hath given occasions of speech against her. It says, saying, I have found not thy daughter a maid, and yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity, and they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city, and the elders of the city shall take the man and chastise him. It says, and they shall a mayors, and they shall a merits. I think it's a merits, yeah, right there. Hold on, let me see, because I think it just means to examine. No, punish, actually. Mm-hmm. Punish, afflict, find. Punished.
Let me see the word again. No, you should have left it on there.
Merits. They're highlighted.
Okay. Immense.
Yeah.
Immense.
Immense basically means to punish. It says, then shall immense him in 100 shekels of silver, and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he have brought up an evil name upon her of the virgin of Israel, and she shall be his wife, and he may not put her away all his days. You know, so there's certain things that men can't do to his woman. In this specific situation, where he was basically talking shit to her, basically saying, hey, you know, you wasn't a virgin when I met you. I want to get my money back, so to speak. You know, and the father, you know, saying, hey, you know, you can't just do that to my daughter. You know, you took this, you took my daughter to wife, and you have to take care of her. You know, because back then it says what a woman was a possession. You know, so just like all the other possession, whether you have a TV, a pair of shoes, whatever, you have to take care of those possessions. Okay, one, what you got to bring it into your house. Hey, whether it's a hamster, hey, just like look at a pet. You know, now I'm not calling women's pets, but you know, to a certain degree, they are. You know, you feed them, you give them water, you give them attention, you give them love, you give them nurtured. Yeah. You know, and for in return, what they provide you whatever they provide you, whether it's entertainment, loving, compassion. Yeah. You know. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. What was Caleb? Caleb was means dog. But but you tell that to a woman, yeah, oh shit, you calling me a dog? You know what I'm saying? because hey, man, it goes over her head, man. Caleb was called a dog, man, because he was loyal, man. A dog is the most loyal and faithful animal. Sometimes, man, hey, your dog is more loyal to your woman. Your woman, it's an animal, but it's loyal, man. When it knows when you down, man, it'll come lay at your feet, man. It'll lick you, man, and then lay on your feet, man. Like it'll be all right. That's how your woman's supposed to be, man. She's supposed to not lick your feet. Don't. You know, some niggas hear this, man, and be like, see, these niggas crazy. No, what I'm saying is the compassion part, man. A dog, you come in, man, and your dog knows you had a bad day, man. He gonna come lay at your feet, man. Be like, you know, it'll be all right. You know, if he clean the house dog, he might jump on the couch, man. Be like, man, it's gonna be all right. You know, we don't get that, man.
And that's for you men, man. Your job is to provide a household and to provide, man. All right. Sure. So whatever that woman needs, you need to get. All right. So a matter of fact, it's crazy because a woman always wants a man with what? What's the number one thing a woman's always looking for? She's looking for money, man. Yeah. All right. Well, is you gonna pay my bills? Is you gonna do this? Hey, matter of fact, Cardi B asked one dude. I forgot the whole situation, but it was a quick video I watched. She asked this one dude that was popping he was popping both of these chicks, and she said, "Well, are you paying both of their rents?" And dude was like, yeah, I'm paying both of the rents. But when I heard that, I'm like, damn. Even Cardi B knows, like, hey, man, you can't just be having sex with these women and not taking care of them. You got to take care of them, you know. And she was right. Are you paying their rent? Are you taking care of their bills or whatever? You know, if you're laying with these women, if these women are so-called your woman, then you're supposed to be taking care of them, you know? And that's when niggas shy out. That's when niggas back up and like, oh, no, I don't want to do that, you know? No, man, hey, if you're having sex with a woman and it's matter of fact, if you're having sex with an Israelite woman, hey, man, it's your job to take care of that woman.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah. Fix the car.
Make
sure food is in the crib.
Exactly.
You know, make sure the kids getting taken care of. Make sure she got clothes. If you provide and doing all these things, man, yes, we just, you know, we don't advocate having more than one woman, but hey, man, if it happens, if so be it, so be it. You know, as long as you're doing the things it takes for you to do, man.
Yeah, you can't just out here willy nilly just be having, you know, multiple, you know, and not doing it, just be having sex willy nilly with these women and not taking care of them.
Yeah,
you know, because that's actually making that's actually what's it called? Making the daughters of Israel whores. Yeah. You know, I forgot.
Because that's what a pimp does, man. He lives off of women, man. Mm-hmm. You know.
You know, so hey, man, hey, just as much as if it's the woman's job to take care of the man, just as much as the man's job to take care of the woman. All right, it's an how can I say, I don't want to call it a team effort, but it's an it's an order. It's an ordinance to it, you know, because, you know, I'm gonna just use what the scripture says. It's an ordinance to it, you know. Hey, Yahweh Shai, it's Yahweh Shai, men than women. Okay, yeah. And the better and the faster people understand that, the better it will be, man. If women can just fall in line and play their role, man, guess what? You're gonna have men that step up and do certain things and do this and do that, man. You know, but you have women now wanting to be equal towards men. I'm gonna get that, and we can end it at that unless you have something. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people," it says, "they that which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy path." See, man, so yeah, man, what? Children are oppressors. You know, you have children, oh, fuck you, dad, or shit. You have some children that will call CPS or run away and do this and then just give you complete hell. And then what? You have the women that's raising those children ruling over you, you know? So, matter of fact, let me get this to back up this scripture. And then we can do that. This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. It says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thy backsliding daughter? For thy it says, for the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. You know, so right now in this day and age, what a woman has compassed the deeds of a man. Now a woman doesn't need a man, so to speak. You know, in this day and age, she can be the breadwinner and take care of a household and so-called raise children. You know, in this day and age, man. You know, and you don't think that's gonna get to a woman's head? You don't think she's gonna be bucking up and trying to act like actually a man? Oh, I'm gonna have multiple niggas for this. I'm gonna have multiple niggas for that. Hey, Sierra even came out with a song. What? If I was like a boy, you know? And the whole song we said, what if I treated you like a woman? You know?
Well, yeah, and that was some years back. But nowadays, these prophecies are coming to pass. These women are starting to realize, man, that they can't do it.
Exactly.
You know, it's a new day now. These prophecies are coming to pass, man, and even dykes. You got dyke women, man. Shit, catching hell.
Yeah.
You know, because the grinding is ceasing, man. These jobs are more scarce, man. You know, the roads are it's changing, man. You know, it's getting back righteous. You know, at first, at one time, though, like my son said, yeah, man. Because I remember dykes, bro, in the early 2000s, boy, Nicki Minaj, all that, bro, that shit came out like a storm, like a flood. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, you seeing straight butch men, women with fine females. You like, damn, and chicks that just get. And then, like I said, tables started turning, man. You start seeing dyke women pregnant. Like, damn, how that happened, girl? What the fuck? So, you know, it's back. It's getting everything is going back to being righteous, man. You know, because you're going, like I said, you're gonna have, it's gonna be like that, man. You know, the modern day sword is the gun, but hey, man, you know, the gun needs what? Needs bullets, man. You know, just gonna go back to chains and swords, man. You know, and what are women gonna do then, man? You gonna need your man. Yep. All right.
That was it. That was it. All I heard.
That was it. All right. With that, man, I hope the elect was edified, man. With that, we'll give all praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
The honors to the elder apostles, GMS, who rule well, and you brothers out there from the four corners of earth preaching this truth for the love of the gospel, and you Aquaf is listening, learning, being in silence, and being blessed, whatever Yahweh Shai may find your hands to do. Shalom.
Shalom.